Now, some other definitions we definitely need to know about are availability, integrity, confidentiality. It's called the AIC Triad. It used to be called the CIA Triad, but for some reason I guess they thought you'd get confused with the real CIA. So we're going to look at examples of availability, integrity, and confidentiality. But the main concept here is that every single type of countermeasure that we put in place is going to provide one of these services. It's going to provide some type of integrity. It's going to provide some type of confidentiality. So not only do you need to know the definitions and some examples, but you need to know how they match up. This type of countermeasure provides this type of service. Now, in availability, a lot of people don't put availability within security. Most people just think about confidentiality, secrecy. But availability is very important because if a resource isn't available, you can't do your work. So there's attacks that are taking place against resources, so they're not available. Those are DDoS attacks, distributed denial of service attacks. There's also availability issues that take place that are not attacks, but things get overwhelmed or they go down. So mainly in operations, that domain, we're going to look at the different types of technologies that provide availability, which is redundancy, fault tolerance, those types of things. Now, integrity also falls under this triad. And integrity, a lot of people think it's just the integrity about data. And that's true. The data needs to have its integrity when it's being held on a server, when it's going from one place to the other. We need to make sure that it's not been modified by somebody or even when it's been corrupted. But in reality, it's not just the data that we need to worry about the integrity. What about the integrity of the environment? What about the actual systems themselves, the integrity of them systems? Do you want people to just install patches as they see fit without actually testing them? If that happens, the integrity of the environment is horrible. You don't have your configuration management in place. So it's not just about data. You need to think about the system, the application, the software, the environment, that things aren't changing in an uncontrollable manner so that integrity is compromised. Now, confidentiality is pretty simple, at least conceptually. This is what people usually think about when they think about security. So we want to make sure that whatever somebody's not supposed to have access to, they don't have access to. And we're going to go through in each one of these domains, we're going to have some type of control that is going to provide confidentiality, access control, encryption, a lot of different things. Because usually the goal is to protect your data. Data today is the gold of the organization. That's usually what needs to be protected the most. So not only do you have to know the definition of confidentiality, but examples of what provides confidentiality.